Welcome back to another episode of All In on Blue. We are all in on the Royal and Navy. We hope you are too. In fact, are you Navy or Royal today?
Today I'm looking Royal.
Today you're Royal. Today I'm wearing the Navy, but I'm a Royal guy.
Oh, Navy underneath.
Navy underneath.
Navy underneath.
Look at that.
I'm in the gray.
So what's your favorite? Do you prefer the Navy or the Royal?
Definitely the Royal.
The Royal?
Yeah, I like the classic football uniforms, Navy. I like those. That was what I grew up on. Kinda.
Yeah.
But I like the Royal.
I like them both. But the Royal overall, for some reason, to me, that is, even though I think they're both BYU, but for some reason, traditionally, I see
it's because you're old.
I see the Royal.
When you were growing up, it was Royal, right?
Yeah.
You're old.
Yeah. So let us know in the comments. You prefer the Royal? You prefer the Navy?
What about the gold and Navy?
Yeah, remember the bib uniforms?
The bibs, yeah.
I played with
crap.
those for a little bit.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, I know. No, I wasn't a fan.
He's a supporter.
Not a fan. So we're going to talk some BYU basketball today. Before we do, I'm David, and here with BJ and Taylor. And we want to give a special shout out to Beehive Broadcast. Please check them out. If you ever need a studio, looking to maybe start a podcast, or just need to lease studio space and have a great producer, BJ actually is the owner of Beehive Broadcast.
Yeah.
And they do an amazing job. So we're grateful to them. But yeah, give us a shout. Reach out to BJ if you want to use Beehive Broadcast Studio, because it's a great setup and we love it here.
Thank you. I am pretty awesome.
And he'll let you know. Don't worry.
So tonight we had BYU basketball rivalry game in the Marriott Center versus Utah. And a little bit more impressive win than the last win over
Not
Utah.
just a little. It felt better the entire time than that last Utah game
The
did.
AJ game.
Yeah, it was the AJ game.
43.
43.
43 points.
And it seemed like he wasn't even trying.
Seemed effortless.
Yeah.
I would agree completely.
Like, it never seemed like, oh, I'm trying to get my points or anything like that. Like, if he wanted to have scored more, I feel like he very easily could have scored more.
They keep saying as a true freshman, it's amazing as a true freshman. But in today's basketball world, right, the best players, they only play as freshmen.
Freshmen, yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So is it that odd to say, hey, is it that special to just be a true freshman?
He's a younger true freshman than a lot of true freshmen. I mean, he should be really the next class, but he reclassified and moved up. So he is younger than a lot, but it is less special, I feel like, in basketball than it is in football to be a true freshman phenomenon.
But still, to be as developed as a player in all aspects of the game. A lot of time you see a true freshman that's going to go to the NBA. He's really tall. He's got all this potential. There's something special about AJ in his development. At this point, that's pretty unique.
Well, you even look at last year with Igor. I mean, he was awesome, but he's become so much more in the NBA already. And AJ's already, an NBA level, and he's only going up. Like it's crazy how much potential he has in his future.
And evidently, we've been saying Igor's name wrong all along.
Oh man!
Did you hear that?
Oh
yeah. He didn't correct anybody.
I just said Igor too.
He said Igor, Yegor. I don't know. Is it Demon? Is it Demine? I don't even know.
No, he comes here. He says it's Demon.
Yeah, and then he
gets to the nest and says, "Oh, it's Joman."
They've been saying it wrong all along.
Yeah,
it was actually funny. He's like, "Sorry, Provo. I saw a clip of him. Sorry, you guys were loyal. I told you wrong, but you said it just how I wanted you to." It's pretty funny. The thing about AJ that's really crazy is that you could plug him onto any NBA team and he would contribute right away.
Yeah,
that's the way. And I know a lot of people that study the draft and that's their thing, like college basketball players. AJ, you put him onto a team and he's ready to play. You're seeing like with the Jazz, Ace Bailey as good as he's going to be, and I think he will.
We're starting to see
You're starting to see
flashes
it.
from Ace. Yeah,
But it even took him, these first few months
Half
of
a
the season
season,
to figure it out
essentially. Yeah.
and development with the program. AJ's game is just at a spot where he's going to succeed pretty immediately, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's really cool to see him do it in college and know that that's the NBA game today. So
You predict he's the number 1 pick? Or is it Darren Peterson? A lot of people are still saying Darren Peterson.
Yeah, or Boozer. I think it's going to depend on what that team needs.
Yeah.
Like, if you need a big, you're going to go Boozer. If you need a guard, right now Peterson keeps getting hurt. He's missed 10 plus games.
Yeah, he hasn't played healthy a lot.
And Kansas has been kind of disappointing for what you expect of Kansas. But he's really good too. I don't know.
if I was an NBA team right now, I would want to get the 3rd pick
And have it be
in the
AJ.
lottery. No, I'd want to get the 3rd pick because I don't want to choose between
Oh,
those 3.
okay. I see what you're saying.
I
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
be the team that, you picked who you had to pick, not, you picked AJ and Darren was the superstar. Or,
If I-
you know what I'm saying?
And you have like Caleb Williams, who I think in a lot of drafts would be like
Yeah.
2,
Yeah.
potentially 1, and he's 4 or 5. Like this
This is a special
is
year.
a
in the
special
draft.
year.
Yeah, it is. There's a
Yeah,
lot
it's
of
it's
talent
like
coming this season.
2003.
Yeah. Although if I were an NBA team right now, I would want AJ to stick around for another year and develop at BYU.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope you're listening, AJ, because
Yeah, you need to develop a little bit, get your draft stock up. You're not the clear cut number 1 this year, but next year you probably could be.
That's true. If he stayed around one more year, he is the clear cut number 1 for sure.
This is kind of a crazy thing that happened today in college basketball. So Keaton Wagler from Illinois, freshman, scored 46 points in a game. Kingston Flemings from Houston, 42 points in a loss against Texas Tech. And AJ, a freshman, 43 points. So not only does it show you how good this draft class is, but this freshman class in college basketball is dropping 40 points left and right.
Right. And those are not even guys that we're talking about as top 3 picks.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
Or even top 10.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
awesome. I love to see tonight, and we'll talk more about more than just AJ, right? But AJ from the 3-point line was 4 for 5. He was efficient on his shooting. Utah, shout out to Utah. They shot
were-
the lights out of the ball.
From the
I think
3?
they were
Yeah.
62% from 3.
It was insane.
And BYU really played a pretty good game. Utah had like 18 points in the paint or something. It's not very
Yeah.
many points.
Well, we play zone against them, and that is the weakness of zone is like,
Yeah.
a three ball destroys a zone because you just can't cover all those spaces on the outside. And it did feel like multiple times throughout the game, I was like, why are they just so wide open?
Mm-hmm.
But when you have a team like that, they've got good guards. And,
Yeah.
and
And they had good ball movement, moving around.
But it's nice to see that when they shot, how many threes did Utah end up with? Man, was it
I think they were
14, 15
Yeah.
3-point shots? They were
around
I think
there.
it's above that. I feel like
It's
they were
above
at
that.
14.
I would all squash it
Yeah.
and I'll pull it up. You keep
And,
talking, I'll pull it up.
but to see BYU still control the game largely in the paint. They had quite a few 3-pointers. AJ hit a number, but they still were clearly in control of that game, even with.
I'm
that your-
so sorry. Did someone's Duolingo?
Yeah, was that your
just go?
Duolingo?
I don't think so.
Was
Oh, it
it?
was. Yeah.
I recognize that. I was like,
How about a
that's
few minutes of
Duolingo.
Portuguese?
Oh my gosh.
Almost falaram em português.
So
Sorry, turn it off.
Utah
All right,
was
I'm on a new streak.
13 for 21 from 3. That's
Okay.
just unhealthily really good. And the
Yeah.
fact that BYU really won that there was we gave away some points at the end. It was a 20-point win.
Yeah, it
You know?
was. By the time, once we cleared our bench, we
Yeah.
were up like 20-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive from BYU.
And I saw one thing I loved about that game was that our bench came off and added energy.
Yeah.
We've had a number of games in the last 3 weeks or so, where it seemed like when we would rotate in our bench, we would lose something. We'd fall behind. We were so dependent on that energy coming from our big three, from our starters.
Yeah.
And that picked up again.
Yeah.
To see that, because if we're going to continue to do well in the Big 12 and into the tournament, we've got to have our bench coming off with at least energy, playing strong defense.
Yeah, I thought Diamande was big for us tonight with his energy and his defense. I felt like he kind of sparked some of that when we finally kind of took off and we're like, okay, let's play Utah like we should be playing Utah.
I like to see Ahmed too, because we've kind of talked. I know last episode we talked a little bit about how we were waiting to see how he would plug and play on our team.
Yeah.
But he was 3 for 3 from the field. He had 3 rebounds, 3 assists. It looked like he kind of got the chemistry that you would need from just walking onto a team and showing up to play. But he looked like he was finding guys. He was finishing well around the rim. I think he had a few blocks in there too. So it's good to see him kind of be a backup to Takeda that's solid, that we know we can count on too.
Yeah.
And it seemed like Boscovich as well.
Yeah, he had a good game.
He's starting to connect better. So like when he would come in, he was always he was always good, talented. He's a very capable player, but he would come in and just there was some disconnect there. Like he wasn't on the same wavelength with the rest of the team, and that seemed to dissipate over the last couple of games. So I saw him come in. He hit a nice 3 tonight. He was better ball movement. There just seemed to be good chemistry with Boscovich on the floor.
Here's one thing that concerns me slightly about where BYU's at. So AJ's got 43. Rob Wright's got 21. And this is a double-edged sword because Richie had what I would have called a bad-ish shooting night, right?
Yeah,
he was
he did.
4 for 13 from the field, 1 for 5 from 3. He had 12 points. Okay, the fact that we can survive a bad Richie night is good because we have AJ and Rob carry the torch, right? But our bench only had 9 points. And it's just hard to see how that's, against the Utah team, the game was close most of the game. We blew it out at the end with AJ, right? But what's it going to look like when AJ's in foul trouble or when one of the big three isn't doing that? Can we pick up the torch from our other guys? Do you know what I'm saying?
I'm not as concerned about it because we've got plenty of weapons, even on our bench offensively. And what we really need from our bench, in my opinion, in the long term, is defense.
Yeah.
If they come in with energy and defense, there are plenty of guys that can step up. If we were given the ball to Kostic, if we were given the ball more to Boscovich, if we were given the ball, even Diamande, right? We put him in there. He plays defense. He comes in as a role player, plays good defense, brings energy and athleticism, but he can score.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of length, a lot of guys that can shoot.
It's kind of a shot volume thing too.
So
it is.
AJ, Richie, and Rob are taking the shots, and that's how it should be.
Right. And I don't know that I would want to see,
too much out of anyone else.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
If I'm going to say who are the 3 people I want to see shoot, it's those 3. And the others, it's like if you're open or, in your spot or whatever it is. But otherwise, I don't need to see them generating their own shots. I need to see them, like you're saying, kind of with the defensive energy and or setting good screens and rolls and rebounding.
Yeah.
That's what we need from them.
Hadim Boop tonight had 21 legitimate good minutes. Didn't take one shot. Didn't score 1 point.
Yep.
But he totally affected the game.
But he's in
big time.
Yeah.
And he was mentioned, Kevin Young mentioned him in the post game. He's like, there are very few players that can step into a game, not take a single shot and affect it as much as he did.
Yeah.
And he's got energy the whole time. He's got 0 points in the game and he affected it and you could feel it. And so those are the
Dennis
players.
Rodman energy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's who we need.
Yeah.
Exactly. Dennis Rodman energy.
I don't know. Dennis Rodman doesn't really fit the the mold of BYU.
Hey, we don't know that. He could have changed.
Yeah, he could be a new man. Speaking of the Rodmans, did you guys see that Trinity Rodman signed the biggest ever contract in women's soccer?
No.
Oh,
Yeah, $2 million.
is that
It's his
Dennis's
daughter, right?
daughter?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh,
but like
that's cool.
she has said she doesn't really want to be super associated with him because he was not involved in her life at all.
Well, you know he's claiming her.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like, hey,
But yeah, it is his daughter. But I thought it was cool that she, set that new
That's really
standard.
cool.
Yeah.
Did she use Dennis's wedding? Is she married?
I don't think she's married now.
Use his wedding dress. You remember
When he
that?
married
When he-
himself? Yeah.
man.
What a guy.
What a guy. What a guy. But yeah, I'd say a successful way to end the rivalry for the season, right? For football, basketball, at least. We've got other sports coming at it, but a good win in football, 2 good wins in basketball. It feels good to be where we're at.
Speaking of rivalry, what new rivalries do we have developing around the conference?
We clearly have a rivalry with Texas Tech.
It's starting to develop. I don't know if
They've
it's
got our
full
number.
rivalry yet, but
Well, it's almost can't be because they just
beat us.
They just beat us.
between football and basketball.
Right.
what-
we have 4 losses total.
we have 4 losses.
three
total,
of them
and
are to
3 of them are to
Texas Tech.
Texas Tech.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Raider.
Oh man. They're a good they're a good team.
I think a rivalry is developing with Arizona State. It's
Yeah.
an old rivalry from, I don't know, back in
yeah.
I don't know when that rivalry's from. 50s, 60s, when we had a big rivalry with Arizona State. Seems to be coming back.
So what are our takes on
Well.
rivalries though? Because I kind of have a little bit of a gripe with Alabama's a rival with everybody. I think it's kind of fun that you have your rival.
specific
That's a
rival.
true rival.
Yeah.
Like Alabama's rival. I was
Auburn.
listening to Nick Saban talk about it. He's like, well, it used to be Tennessee, and then it used to be Georgia, and now it's more like Auburn. But now, it's
It's
kind of
always
like
been Auburn. It's
Yeah,
Alabama.
it's
They're
Auburn,
the same
and
state.
then it's whoever
It's
is
LSU
like.
though.
Yeah,
It's
there was
Georgia.
LSU.
I feel like when you are at the top of your conference, it's like you have your
Everybody.
traditional rival, and then you maybe have like who's challenging you at the top of the conference.
currently.
Well, and it's a
currently-
big game for everybody. Everybody gets up for it. It kind
Yeah,
of has that rivalry
has
feel,
that.
even if it's
So like that's why I would say Texas Tech could become a rivalry. Like if we continue and they continue to be kind of at the top of the conference in both basketball and football. Right now I think we're the only teams in the nation that finished top 15 in football and are ranked top 15 in basketball. So that's eventually going to be a rivalry, even if it's not like as true or classic of a rivalry as
Yeah.
Utah. Like it will never beat out
Yeah.
Utah. But
the way it's going for Alabama. I think their new rival's probably Mississippi State.
That's
They're on their way
generous.
down.
I'm talking Arkansas. I'm just kidding.
it's Vanderbilt right now.
Yeah, it probably is.
Vanderbilt
Well,
beat
that's
it.
what I mean. I guess that's my point. Is like,
Yeah.
oh, you're just making up a new rival every year.
Yeah.
Utah's our rival. Texas Tech may be our current like big game we get up for.
Yeah.
But in a few years, when one of us fizzles, I don't know if those games will be circled on the calendar. Is what I'm saying.
It's nice to have a clearly defined rival that is our rival.
Yeah.
Every year we play them every year, even though for a little
And
while
it's
we didn't,
regardless of
right?
sport too.
Yeah.
yeah.
I feel like Alabama's rivals, for example, are different in basketball than they are in football.
Good
That's
point.
Probably true.
Yeah.
So, but with Utah, and not that it can't be. Like I'm sure with Alabama, Auburn is in both because it's the same state. It's old rivalry, but there's something different about us in Utah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
And the world is learning.
The world is learning.
The
I still
college
think-
football world is starting to little by little understand that. We're not talking a lot about football right now, but the fact that they, again, I think it's November 7th on the football schedule, and we'll talk about football in another episode, but we've got November 7th where is the game. It's not, again, that Thanksgiving weekend,
That's
rivalry
gotta be a
weekend.
Black
What do you
Friday
guys
game.
think about that?
Well, it's the Big 12 that schedules the games.
Yeah.
And I wonder if they're like, hey, it worked out pretty well to have BYU Utah not competing with Auburn, Alabama, and Michigan.
Yeah,
Ohio
it gives
State.
them
They
a
came
chance
out. They
to have
came out
like
with an
another
explanation.
college game day and or
Yeah.
big noon kickoff.
They came out with an
because-
explanation. Basically, that was it. We're trying to get as much exposure
Yeah.
with those big rivalry games where we can get the most viewers possible.
Yeah.
And
Which is fair
versus
because
competing on rivalry weekend. Now, the world is starting to understand that, man, this is a big, fun rivalry that's always such a great game. Let's put it at a time when, and I kind of like that personally, but
yeah,
Me too.
because I would not like to compete with, Texas and Texas A&M, right? Like, I mean, there's just more people who are.
when we were independent, or when we were in like the Mountain West, and that was the biggest game, and all the rest of our games were kind of, sometimes not as consequential.
Mhm.
It was really nice to have that game at the end of the season when it mattered a lot.
Yeah.
But now we have a lot of games that matter a lot, right?
Yeah.
But think about how fun it would have been too if BYU and Utah going into that last Thanksgiving weekend were playing each with one loss to get
Texas
in
Tech- yeah,
to
yeah,
the
yeah, to
conference
get in.
championship. That's a rivalry moment that's got to be there, I think, eventually.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so it's a good.
But we could do that in the conference championship, right? If Utah ever makes it, I don't know.
That's the problem. That's the problem with all this rivalry talk. I mean, we need to see some more life from them before these games were acting like are big deals. I mean, who knows if they even are going to be big deals?
Yeah, Texas Tech's probably saying the same thing about us.
Yeah.
Crap. But speaking of Texas Tech, they beat Houston in basketball, right? So they beat BYU, they beat Houston, they beat Duke.
They beat Duke. Yeah.
Texas Tech could have something really special brewing
I
over
think
in
so.
Lubbock for basketball as well.
Yeah.
And
Well, and they're not even that far removed from their
at least at home.
national championship run.
yeah. And you talk basketball in the Big 12, and it is a different fire that BYU is walking into. And last year we had a taste of it, right? We played well.
Yeah.
This year we're supposed to be potentially contending, and we play the number one team in the country that happens to be part of our conference in Arizona
They look
on Monday,
good.
on Monday.
right?
Yeah.
And how does that fare? That schedule's not very favorable to BYU.
Nope.
Playing on
Play
Saturday afternoon, and then Monday, a team that doesn't practice on Sunday,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
going to be up for the number one team in the country.
Arizona played West Virginia at home tonight and just killed them. And so they'll fly up, my guess is either tonight or tomorrow, but they've probably got a little bit more of a practice schedule tomorrow. So it'll be interesting. I think the home crowd's going to play a big part. Having a home game in college basketball, I think, is the most probably, like, it's the biggest deal, right?
Yeah.
Being home in college basketball means a lot more than being home in even college football. I think basketball is a bigger home court.
Well, they even showed tonight that like AJ, I think, scores like 6 more points on average on home.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, than on the road.
Wow.
It goes from like 19 to like 25.
Actually, it's probably more than that now after 43.
Yeah,
point
after 40
Probably
yeah,
bumps it up a
it's
point or
probably yeah. But I mean, so you can see that in our guys, and I think especially because still the thing I worry about most with our team. I mean, we are like, I think we're on the brink of breaking records for like the most, like a top 15 team that has allowed the most 10-point runs against them, and I think that the momentum of our crowd can help us a lot with that at home. And hopefully not doing that, because that is what we need to figure out as a team, is how to stop just letting
teams
back in for some reason, or to start off.
And what's causing that?
I don't know.
Is it we get a little too lax, we get ahead, we're a little overconfident in our ability, and we stop maybe playing as much defense?
Here's the thing that I've just perceived. I don't know it, but Rob Wright, Richie, and AJ, those are basketball players, right? And sometimes the basketball players, the scorers, their energy is
They
spent
lose
on
it.
offense.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily a conscious thing. It's just like their job, maybe their whole career has been to go put the ball in the basket. And there's been
And almost
4 other guys around them.
Let somebody else,
somewhat, and I think, I don't know. I'm not saying they're not trying on defense. I'm just saying
they definitely are.
There's a mentality maybe that it's like, all right, yeah, you scored, but I'm going to go. And the game's trending that direction more and more. It seems like,
I mean, a 10-point run now can be 3 shots. Well, 4 shots, really.
Essentially. Yeah.
But again, I'm back to that's where the bench can really come in and help.
Yeah.
Because they can become excited. The fact that I've got an opportunity, I'm getting out on the floor. I don't play a lot of minutes, but now's my chance to come in full energy, bring some defense. I think, and that's what we saw tonight.
Yeah, I think so.
Right.
And I think, I mean, we are again still meshing as a team. And I do think we are getting better at our rotations. Not like rotations as in like coming off the bench, but like rotating over
how we move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing improvements in that. And I think that's maybe what we need to do the most is sometimes we're just a little bit slow on those rotations or over help and leave this guy open. And then they find the open man and kick it out to him on 3. And I mean, that's really easy to then go on a run if you have a couple of those.
Offensively, the fact that we can do that and still bounce back, it seems like there's never a deficit we get into that
we can't get out.
Yes, that we can't get out of.
Which maybe is a detriment.
Yeah.
Like maybe they're thinking like,
well, that's where the comment, and I think it seemed that way a little bit against Texas Tech.
Mm-hmm.
Like they were a little too comfortable that we can come back.
Yeah.
And they started to make a run at it, but as soon as it became pretty clear that, this Texas Tech team isn't going to lay down like some of the other teams, and we came storming back and could control the game. We came storming back, and then it was like, we ran out of steam, and Texas Tech stepped up. What do we have to do? I mean, we're going to face Arizona. Now, what do we have to do to match up to slow Arizona down?
So
Can
Arizona's starting 5, all of them, average double figures.
Yeah.
So they
don't have like they have some stars, but they don't have
Koa Pete is really good.
Yeah.
They don't have,
I don't know if that's how you say his name. That's how I read his name. And he's really
He is really good.
Yeah, he's legit. I think he's their best player. But their starting 5 averages double figures, and then they've got 2 more guys that are averaging 9+. So they've got a lot of guys that can do it, and I think that will probably be...
They're a deep team.
Yeah, they're seriously a pretty evenly deep team. Like they could have guys in and out of the starting lineup. I don't know if they do, but they could. Whereas BYU, it's pretty set who's playing most of the minutes, right? We kind of know what's happening. So that'll be really interesting to see.
Well, that's where Arizona's got it figured out. They've gelled. They understand their rotation.
Yeah.
And they're rotating a lot of guys.
Yep.
That can all play, can all bring a lot of energy.
And that's the way that basketball seems to be trending.
Yeah.
Like even you look in the NBA, like the Thunder, the Pacers, the Celtics, they were all like deep teams where everybody could score and there wasn't like a lack of it. So maybe that's
it's becoming like hockey, right? Where it's just this constant rotation.
Right. Yeah. And so maybe that changes what we talked about earlier of like, we want to just see the ball in the big three's hands. Like maybe we do need to spend some time getting our bench guys more comfortable so that we do have a deeper rotation, because I think we have the skills and I think we have the guys who can do it. Maybe we just need to give them more opportunities
It seemed like there was a little bit of drop off in that rotation. It seemed like it was really trending that way. And then, when Perkins, it's like, because Perkins probably was going to be a starter.
Yeah.
Right. And then it's
that
like,
was
okay. Bad. And then we lost Baker,
yeah.
right? Who's really our 6th man up. And then we've got, Kennard Davis who kind of stepped in the play. And then, there was a little bit of a gap there. There's just kind of this natural rotation that I think we would have seen, that we started to see. Not that Perkins ever, made it. We never saw Perkins, right?
Yeah, but he's seen
we knew based upon what we had seen previously, kind of what his role was coming into this season, and he probably was going to be starter.
Yeah.
And maybe that's what could. It's really nice to say that we have 3 elite scorers, but when we're playing the number 1 team in the country this week, who's legit,
definitely the number 1 team.
Yeah,
they are good.
Yes, and they have. I'm sure that they have 3 guys.
I don't know. It might be number 2. We got BYU.
We'll see at the end of the year.
I mean,
forget them.
I think they got all 63 number 1 votes for the poll.
They're good.
They're good.
Yeah.
But if they've got three really good defenders that they feel comfortable putting on our big 3, where does that leave? I mean, I'm confident that our big 3 is good enough to go score regardless of who's guarding them.
Yeah.
But flip the coin, Arizona's got 7 guys that can go score 10 points a game,
right?
On average, right? So it's like if you shut down their best,
that's only
players,
70 points though. What are we averaging? 80, 81.
Okay, well, some of them are averaging 15. Okay. But you know what I'm saying? It's like who are we gonna? I'm interested to see on Monday night our defensive matchups. Who are we gonna deploy on their best players and stop them from scoring?
And are we willing to maybe exhaust ourselves more on defense and not have some of the highlights or flashiness of, like, is AJ have a couple less ISO possessions because he's more tired and because he's locking somebody down on defense? And can we survive that one? And is that beneficial for us?
Yeah,
I think so. I think we'll need to.
Yeah,
I think we win this game. It's going to be because BYU played really tough team defense.
So your prediction's a fairly low scoring game.
Yeah. What are our predictions?
Because we're predicting a win for the Cougs. I know it already. That's my prediction.
Well, because it's at home, because it's at the Marriott Center. Of course, I'm predicting a win.
If it was at their place, David was predicting a loss for the Cougars.
I'm predicting a very close game. Maybe low 70s, high 60s, 1 or 2 point game.
Sweet. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
We squeak out a win. And BYU set themselves up in a good spot. We've talked about it throughout the football season, but the way that basketball, quad 1, quad 2, kind of give yourself some quality losses. We've got 2 really good losses.
Yeah.
And it'd be awesome to throw a big time win.
Yeah.
Onto our resume.
I mean, if we can beat Arizona, that will change how we're looked at for the rest of the season, like no matter what. Because
when you beat a team like that, you can be really good. You can have a good record in basketball, but you might not have the firepower to win big tournament games. If we beat Arizona, then we know we can beat anybody. Right? Yeah. Because Arizona is that good.
They're 20-0 right now.
And they've got some big wins.
They've got some huge wins.
So it'll be telling. And the thing that's awesome is if it's not a perfect game on Monday and we fall short, we've got a long Big 12 season still ahead of us to figure things out. And it's good. It's awesome.
Yeah.
We will.
We will. Can't wait to cut down those nets.
Tell us what your prediction is. We're excited to know. What do you think is going to happen on Monday night, BYU Arizona game? Tell us in the comments, and we'll comment back. So we appreciate you watching. This has been a fun episode. We always love hearing from you. Please subscribe. That really helps us out.
Go Cougs.
Next time, go Cougs.